Kelly Brown here, day 2, or day 1 really, of Comic-Con. Here with Mike Burns, president of Fuel Entertainment.
Yeah.
Got that correct here. Back here behind us is Sideways, New York. Saw it in the panel earlier today and really excited about this game. Tell us a little bit about this game.
So Sideways is more of an adventure platformer game that is around this character Knox, who gets sucked into the world of Sideway, which is he goes from a real graffiti urban artist to actually becoming graffiti, and so you have to play as Knox through this kind of story mode, which takes you through about 15 different levels in 4 different boroughs of New York, and you have to battle the evil Spray and all of his minions to kind of get through to the other side. There's a bit of a story narrative that goes to it, but you have to kind of explore the game to kind of follow through with what that is, and it's a great adventure platformer.
Now, a lot of people will get upset at the whole idea that you're actually graffitiing as you're going through this game. What do you say to people when they say that?
Well, you know what? It's really, Knox is an urban artist. You know, graffiti at one point is about, there's a difference between graffiti and vandalism, right? And I think there's urban art as a subculture right now of society is becoming a lot more acceptable, and I think some of it's so incredible and beautiful, and it's all about where you use it and where you do it, and if you have the permission to do it. And you know, there's a lot of buildings and a lot of places that are being mandated for people to go and do their urban art, and that's what we support. We don't support vandalism. And as you go through the story, you realize that Knox, the main character, he is an urban artist. Spray, the villain, he's more of the vandal, and he's the kind of the evil antithesis of Knox. And you know, and you get to explore that whole relationship throughout the game.
Now, during the panel today, you were talking about how Spray and his group of vandals, they're a lot more muted than Knox and his group. What can you talk about the color that plays in the game?
And I think if you can take a look at like the main character, you know, we try to follow the typical trends of what's happening right now, especially in fashion retail. You know, a lot of all the pickups and everything that empowers you is very poppy and vibrant and colorful and over the top. And when you look at a lot of the villains, you know what I mean, they're more muted, they're just darker, it just gives them more of a villainous palette to it. You know, at the end of the day, we're trying to build the consistency across the brand so that we can take something beyond just being a game. So, you know, we have a development deal with a company called WildBrain. They created Yo Gabba Gabba, and they do a number of animated TV series and things like that. So we have a co-development deal with them for television, and so we're pursuing that right now. But it's looking at the whole package. You know, I hate to use the word transmedia because everybody's been using it forever. Fuel's been a transmedia studio for about 11 years. We have all the facilities to create every aspect, you know, from film and TV to, you know, video games to advertising, the marketing, the entire everything. And you know, we want to build a really robust property that'll last, not just a one-off hit game, you know, and give something that players can invest in. I think the PlayStation Network is filled with a lot of first-person shooters, and there's a lot of incredible content and great developers, but we wanted to kind of bring that platformer quality, you know, make it a little bit more aggressive and not quite teen-oriented, but it skews younger and older, you know, and appeals to a broader audience, and that's what we wanted to do with Sideway in that world.
So there's actually a chance that teens could actually end up possibly dressing it like Knox and not...
It'd be awesome. It'd be awesome. It'd be great. Yeah.
So now Knox, as he's going through here, he's able to, I'm seeing him kind of get some sort of power-ups as he's going through there, and also knocking down the graffiti is that graffiti that Spray and his
yeah, so
team?
You see, like Spray's got some work that's already on the wall, and as you go through, you paint over it with Knox. You know, and at the end of the day, the storyline and everything is really, you know, as you go in, you see that Knox's personality, because he's very true to himself as an artist, as a person, he doesn't really transform into kind of some of the mutants that Spray is, right? That Spray's minions are. And so it's really, you know, people who are more true and genuine to themselves in the world look still like themselves versus the other ones who have that kind of two-faced look. And then you see their true colors inside the world of graffiti. So
Knox wants to become true to himself. He's not going to conform to the rest of the world.
That's it. And he is naturally true to himself, you know. So
So now, when can we see Sideways coming out on the PSN? Do you know any street date yet for us?
We don't have anything official, but it's late summer, early fall. You know.
And do we know a price?
Before all the big guys come out, we're targeting $9.99. You know, we want to make a game that's out for the masses, that everybody can afford, that they can love and try. And you know, I think we hit a great product, and you know, we'll be able to do we'll be able to make a decent business off of this title for that price without putting the screws to the end audience.
Now, is there any, when we go through this, there's no co-op play necessarily with this, but
there is one.
Oh, is there really?
We're just not featuring it right now. But
okay.
There is a two-player co-op version of the game, and yet to be seen.
Okay.
But it's very cool.
That's great to hear.
And I just also want to say that we've developed this game in partnership with a company called PlayBrains, and so PlayBrains they're in town tomorrow, but PlayBrains is our technology development partner on this. So we're the IP owners, and we kind of help create the world of this. They're helping us bring it to life on the PSN.
What other games can we look forward to in the future from you guys?
If you check out fuelentertainment.com, we have a couple of other properties we're working on. Right now, on a younger tween girl audience, we run sparkcityworld.com, which is a virtual world for tween girls, and that is growing at a tremendous pace. We have a partnership deal with the guys at Wildbrain once again on that, and also with Miniclip. So that's got some tremendous growth happening to it right now. We have over 1 million active registered girls on that, and it's every day it's growing by leaps and bounds. And then we have a future announcement on Sideway already, getting very close to announce. And then we have another deal that's on a very unique property that's called Tetsurai that'll be announced probably in the next month. And then we're working with Soft Kinetics on a property called Broadcast, which we announced at E3, and that is more about it's more of a creative experiential play. So I love the guys at Journey, like they do what they're doing on the experiential gameplay side. I didn't have the time to talk about the word game, but I think the word game is almost too generalized now. We try to use playful engagement, because it's really, people are consuming in a different way than they used to the content, and gaming's just one form of that entertainment that they're sitting on their couch doing. But you look at stuff like they're doing with Journey, it's incredible, and I see more of that coming, and more creative, play versus just gaming for score, so yeah.
So definitely make sure you guys are checking out Sideways when it comes out to the PSN later this summer. Yep. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.